everyone. I'm going to look at the current ascension energies for right now. All right, so things have been very, very intense. We've had Mars conjunct Neptune in Pisces, squaring a lot of Sagittarius energy. We had the new moon in Sagittarius. And Jupiter is in Sagittarius. It's not real close by orb to, not a seriously close square to Mars and Neptune, but it's still a squaring energy. So I'm going to take a moment and take a quick look at interference energy. This is the channel where I go into more of the dark side of things, the conspiracy side of things. So let's look at what's going on. All right, there are some strange beings floating around up there. I don't know if it's up there or around here or where they are, but they are floating around. I wish I could describe them. They're black with these off-white teeth-looking thingies. So I'm going to move them out. They almost look like they could have like a pattern. Oh, they're insects. They're kind of these insect-looking things with this interesting pattern that almost looks like teeth. Looks a little bit like the teeth that are in my background on those Day of the Dead candles, actually. Reminds me a little bit of that. And let me move those out. So I'm going to do some energy work. I have some guides I'm bringing in. I want to bring in some new guides. I've been looking at bringing in new guides for money and relationships. Our old guides, a lot of us our guides have been great and they served us well in some ways, maybe not in all ways, but it's time to upgrade our guides in most cases. So I'm going to move out these insect-looking beings from the collective space I'm looking at. Okay, I'm bringing in this rainbow energy is coming in. I'm going to move that out too. This rainbow energy keeps coming in when I move out energy, and I'm not, as much as I like rainbows, I'm not getting the best vibe off of it. It still feels a bit like interference to me, so I'm going to move out these rainbows. Okay, wow, that feels better. So if you work with guides, I would recommend upgrading your guides. For this new reality shift we're merging into. See what else is going on. So, okay, so there's a lot of I'm looking at some of this energy from what's going on with the world, government type of energies, and that is a huge task to undertake. I've been focusing more on the the more astral type of realm, but when I look at politically some of the things that are going on, the riots in France, there is a lot of dark energy around that. I'm not saying that I'm against the riots in France. I'm just saying the energy could use the energy could be cleaned up a bit, okay? So let me move some of this energy out of that space I'm seeing. It'll be interesting to see what happens after I clear out. I do a healing on the. I was not expecting to do a healing on the riots in France in this video. I really was not expecting to do that, to be honest. So this video has taken a whole different direction than I was expecting, even though it fits with this channel. So, all right, here we go. The energy in around the riots in France. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of this black smoky energy, and then there is a being. I see this big monster looking being that kind of is hovering over all of it. So we're going to just move this out and see what happens. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do this in general and see if I can how things change. Of course, you have to trust the media. That's a whole other can of worms, isn't it? All right. Bring in some guides. Bring in some of the Archangel Michael. Let me bring in more guides. We're grounding this energy. I haven't even started moving it yet. I'm just still kind of gearing up here, working my own energy to erase all this energy or to move out all this energy. Okay. Wow. So we just moved out. We just moved out a huge amount of energy from the France riots, and we will see. It's just a lot of negative energy that had collected above everything, and I'm not saying whether it's like I did a healing on the event. I'm not trying to take sides, though I probably lean more towards the people and their rights, and but I'm just moving out the negative energy that has accumulated from this event. That's all I'm doing. I'm kind of staying out of the actual taking sides, but we'll see what happens. And I'm definitely for the people, I would say, and not so much for the politicians. So anyway, I mean, it's what's to be expected from somebody that does my kind of work. But anyway, I just moved out a lot of the negative energy that was accumulating around that, and it probably will benefit everyone involved. We'll see, though. We'll see how it all unfolds. You never know. You never know. Anyway, all right. Let's bring in some gold energy. Shall cover that in gold energy. There's this big being that's now overseeing the riots in France that looks like an angel a bit. I mean, I'm trying to describe it. It's like this. It's huge and it's standing over the whole thing. It's very, very large being, and it. I don't know if I'd call it an angel. It reminds me.